Hello everyone, welcome to Frotela. In this episode, let's see about the hooks in React. Before knowing them, let's first understand what is React. As per the official documentation, React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. It was first started at Facebook, now it's one of the best open source libraries out there. It is developed and backed by Facebook. React is used by the companies like Facebook, Instagram, Airbnb, Twitter, and a lot of many popular sites that we use in our everyday life are made using React. React has a component architecture where every small piece of a website is built with reusable components. React even improves the performance of applications to a great extent, and with the concept of virtual DOM, it calculates the difference with the real DOM and only re-renders certain components on state changes, making the apps more resilient. React also has a very easy learning curve, and it's very easy to understand the flow and to get started. Let's understand some of the technical terms that we hear most of the time related to React. Those are components, state, props, and JSX. Components are reusable building blocks of an application. Like, you can see this image. Every different piece of it can be divided into simple components. The use of components is that they can be reused in other parts of the site, and the whole site doesn't re-render on state changes. Like the Instagram and Facebook. Here I am showing an example. You can see the whole website is not reloading when I click on any post or navigate between the pages. That's because of them. The props are the data passed between these components. Imagine there is a title component and the title text is passed to the component this way, and this is how the component displays the text. The important thing is that the props can't be changed and they are immutable. Now let's see about the state. State is something which changes. We can assume it like a button click or an event. Assume we have a counter like this and the value of it must update with the button click. So we achieve it with the help of state. We change the state so the count of it gets updated and the components will re-render only when the state changes. And what the heck are React hooks? Let's see about them. We can write the React components either in a class or functional way. But prior to React version 16.8, there was no way to set the state or to change the state of components using the functional components. So they were just remained as presentational components to render some data. But with the introduction of hooks in React, we can perform all kinds of functionalities even with the hooks, just like the class components, like setting state and handling the lifecycle events and many more. So these are the hooks in React: the useState, useEffect, useContext, useReducer, and so on. They are from the official React documentation and you can refer to reactjs.org anytime. And in this video, let's see about the useState and useEffect hook, and let's build an app with them to fetch memes and to change them endlessly by clicking on the next meme button. I'm Gupta Panjari and you are watching Frotela. Here I am in my Visual Studio Code. You can create a new React application using the command npx create react app. And after that, you can pass the name of the application. Here I am giving meme app. Before that, make sure you have Node.js installed on your system. npm requires Node. You can download it from here, nodejs.org. It will take some time for the project to generate. Now you can see it has generated some files. And now I'm navigating to the directory that is created with the command create react app. We can navigate to the folder from the terminal using the command cd to change directory and the name of the directory meme-app, and I'm pressing enter. So it has changed the directory to meme app. And now to run the application, we give the command npm start. And now I'm opening the package.json. Here you can see there are some dependencies related to React and some testing libraries. And there are some scripts. From the start script, we are able to run this React application. Now it is taking some time to run the app. Now you can see we got some URLs to see our application. We can copy paste this URL or by pressing the control, click on this URL. So it will open the application in your browser. This is the sample UI that we get from the Create React app. So we have a folder called src and there we have app.js. We are getting the data from this app.js. Now I'm changing this learn React to something else, learn React hooks. I'm saving the file and you can see it is compiling on the fly and you can see the text got updated. There is another file called index.js. So this is the root of our React application. From here we are using the app, we are importing the app and we are passing the app here. Now I'm removing the unnecessary stuff. We also don't need this React strict mode. And I'm also removing this app and passing a normal h1 tag. And now I am reloading this application. You can see we got the text hello world. And now I am creating a folder called components to create our meme application. And in here I am creating a new JS file and naming it as meme.js. Here I am importing React. In the package.json we have the library React and React DOM. From React we can import the React from there. Import React from React. And here I'm creating a functional component, function meme. And I'm returning hello from meme. We also have to export our newly created component. For that I'm using export default meme. And as we are exporting it, we can import it in index.js. I'm removing the app because we are no longer using it. And I'm importing meme from. In the components folder, there is meme. We don't have to specify the .js extension as it automatically identifies the JS file. And now in the place of this h1 tag, I'm replacing the meme component. And I'm saving it. Reloading the site again. Here you can see it says hello from the meme. So now we have successfully created our meme component and we are loading it. And now let's write the logic in the meme.js. Before doing that, let's see about the API that we are going to use. I'm opening GitHub. Here I am opening GitHub and here you can find the repository meme API. By using this API, we can get random memes whenever we hit this URL. So here is the title of that meme and here is the URL link to the image. I'm clicking on the link. So here is the meme. I'm reloading the site again. there is another meme. I'm reloading again. There is another meme. So we are going to use this URL to fetch some random memes. So I'm copying this URL. Now I'm switching back to Visual Studio again, and here I'm creating a new function with the variable const and naming it as get meme equal to. I'm creating an arrow function, and in there I am creating a variable called let meme data equal to. So now we have to fetch the meme data from the URL. For that we can use the fetch method, which is available in the browser API. So I'm using fetch, and in here I'm passing the URL in the double quotes. And to fetch the data, I'm using an async keyword for the function and making it as asynchronous to wait for the data and store it in a promise. And for the promise, I'm giving dot then, and in here I get the data. And from the data, and I'm returning it to JSON. As we are using the async, as we want to wait for the promise, we have to also include the await keyword. And here, and I'm printing this meme data. And we are not done yet. We have to call this method whenever we load the application. For that, and now here, we use React hooks to do that. So there is a hook called useEffect. With the help of this hook, we can handle side effects inside the app. They are like fetching the data from the API and updating the DOM and so on. We can also use it as a lifecycle method to perform some actions when the app is first loaded. We do it this way by passing the name of the function, getMeme. In here, we invoke it. And as we want to call this method when we load the application, we pass an empty array in here. So it acts very similar to the component did mount in the class component. Now I'm saving it. There is an error. useEffect is not defined because we are not importing it. So I'm importing the useEffect from here. I'm using curly braces and writing the useEffect. So now our app is successfully compiled. I'm heading over to the app again and I'm opening the console. I'm reloading the site. Here you can see as we are logging to the console, there is the data that we are getting from the URL. And in here we have the title and the URL to the meme. And now we have to use this data to display the meme in our application. For that, we have to set the data in a state, and from this state we can use it in our application. And to create a state in the functional components, there is another hook called useState. And hooks are nothing but some functions which accepts some values and do some actions or return some values. So here I am using this set state. I'm creating two variables, meme and setMeme. I will explain about them. And in here I'm using the hook useState. And in here we can pass any default value. So we create the state variable using the useState hook. And let's see about the useState. We can create a state variable using the useState hook where it accepts an initial value and returns state name and a function to update the state. Now we use this function to set the state. I am removing the console and I am setting the state set meme, and here I am passing the meme data. And from the meme, we can use the title and the URL and the other properties from here. As it is JavaScript, as we are dealing with the variables, we have to write the code in curly braces. Here I am writing meme dot title and I am saving the file. And I am going to the browser again. Here there is a random meme and there is the title of it. My internet is something else. I am reloading the app. And here it is another title. I am reloading the app again, and here it is another title, and so on. Now let us also fetch the title. For that I am including them in a div tag, as we can only return a single tag from here. I am creating image tag and setting the source to meme.url, and I'm saving the file. Now you can see it is even loading a meme. Let us set some width to the meme. For now I'm setting the width to 500 pixels. And as img tags also need an alt attribute, I'm giving the alt, and for the text I'm giving the title meme.title. Now we are good. And now we need something else too to go to the next meme. So I'm adding a button and I'm giving the text as next meme. We also have an onClick property. So whenever we click on this button, this function will get called, and in the button I'm giving the name of the function getMeme, and I'm saving the file. You can see the button. I'm clicking on the next meme and you can see it is getting updated. The memes are just so funny. I'm not reading the memes as of now, but the memes are really funny. And I'm just formatting the code. Configure prettier, and I'm using prettier to configure to format the code. It has added some blank spaces. I'm removing them. Now we are good. It looks fine. And here I'm including the title of the meme as well. As we have learned, everything is a component in React. I'm breaking down our application into another component. So here in the component section, components folder, I'm creating another file title.js where we render the this title using this title component now. And in here, I'm importing the React again, import React from React. And I'm using the const keyword this time, title equal to and I'm putting everything in a single line. The best thing with this arrow function is that there doesn't even need a written keyword when we are wrapping everything in a single line. And in here, I want to pass the title. Now let's use the concept of props here. In the meme.js, in the meme component, we are getting the title. Now let's use the title. In here, I'm accepting the prop title. I'm destructuring the props so that I can directly use the title here. And we also have to export this component. Export default title. Now we have to import the title component here. Import title from title, and in here I'm removing this h1 tag and giving the title here title, and I'm passing the prop title equal to meme dot title, and I'm closing the tag and I'm saving the file. Now we can see even then we are getting the title. And now as the background is very plain, let's start by giving some background. One of my friends suggested me to use this site to give a background for our application. These are some of the varieties to set a background, and I'm selecting this. As we select a background, some CSS will be automatically generated. I'm copying the CSS, and inside index.css we have some default styles. I'm removing every style, and in here, as I want to apply the style to body tag, I'm giving the body tag and I'm pasting the style. And now we can see in the application the background has been applied, and we are importing this style in this index.js import index.css. Now let's give some style for this image as well. Let's make it look like a card. For that, I am putting this title and image inside another div. And in React, we give the class as class name, and I'm giving the class name as card. I'm saving the file, and in the index.css, I'm giving the name .card as it is a class. And in here, at first, I'm giving some box shadow so that our component will look like a card. I'm giving some random values for a nice effect. These are the position of the shadow on where to appear, and here it is the color of the shadow. I'm using RGBA to also give some. I'm setting everything to 0 so it will generate a black color. And the last property is the opacity, and I'm giving the opacity as 0.2. And in here I'm giving the opacity this time as 0.19. Now I'm giving some width to the card. I'm making it as 30% of the whole screen, and now I want to position our card in the center of the page. For that, I am giving the margin as 0 and auto. This will center our card. Now let's see our application. You can see there is a little box shadow and the image is overflowing. And also you can see even the text is not matched with this style. Let's update the styles. First, let's fix the image. And here I am removing this width here. And in React, we can pass the styles as well by using the style tag. And I'm setting the styles and we have to use double curly braces, and from there we can pass the styles. I'm giving the width as 100%. Actually, we have to pass them in a double quotes 100% so that it will occupy the entire card. Now we can see the image is only occupying this card. Okay, now let's style this title. Here we can give the styles in another way as well. We can also create a variable and store the styles in that variable. So I'm creating a variable called title styles, and in there I'm giving a padding of 10px on the top, 0 on the right, and again 10 on the bottom. I'm adding a semicolon here. As it is an object, we have to give a comma. And I'm making this title as bold with the property of font weight. These are just the CSS properties, but in here we have to follow the camel case styling in React. And I'm giving the font size as 40px. We have to apply the styles as well. And here for the paragraph, I'm passing it as a prop with the style equal to title styles, and I'm saving it. Now you can see the size of the title got increased with our new styles, and it also got some spacing between. And I'm setting the background color of the card to white. We can use the background color property in the CSS, and I'm giving it as white. Saving it again. Yeah, now you can see our card got a background color of white. I also want to make our card a little curved. For that, I'm giving some border radius of 5px. Now you can see we got some little curves to our card. Now it looks a little cool. Let us also apply some styles for this button as well. So I'm giving a class name. So I'm applying the styles for the button. First I want to center the button. So I'm giving the display block property and even the margin as 0 and auto. So it will center this button. Now we can see the button is centered. Now let's increase the button size. I'm giving the padding 10px to the top, 30px to the right, 10px on the bottom, and 30 pixels to the top. I'm saving the file, and here you can see our button got some size. And I'm clicking the next button again. And here we got some other meme. Let me try giving some background color to the button. I am selecting this and I am copying the styles and I am giving a property called background and I'm pasting it here. I'm seeing it. Okay, we have an error. Okay, now yeah, we got some styles to button as well. These are some really funny memes that we can relate. And let me make this color of the button text as white. Yeah, now our button looks really cool. Finally, we have created the meme application using React hooks. Congratulations, you have made it to the end. I'm so proud of you. I'm planning to make another video to host this application as well so that you can share this URL of this app and view it anywhere. You can even share the URL with your friends and let your friends play with it. That's all for this video. If you find this video helpful, please share it with any of your friends whom you can think can benefit it by watching this. And please comment if you have any questions. We will try our best to help you out. Thank you for watching. Team Frotela signing off.